Hey everybody, this video is going to be about how to do your prelims for clay class now that we're past the beginning stage. You have been taught all your techniques for hand building and you should apply those techniques in what you're doing next. They're your decisions to make which hand building techniques you want to use. The end product should look similar, but how you got there can be a different way. I've done some prelims here for what I'm going to build, and I want you to follow that model. So you write down everything that you can think of and how you're going to build it so that when you're building it, you are not stressed out from coming up to something you didn't plan for and then have to figure it out on the fly. You have made a plan, and it should be easier for you to adjust if you need be. Instead of adjusting to one problem, which would be easier than adjusting to 5. So take a look at the video and then get working. I hope you enjoy. Welcome back, everyone. This is Sketching 101. You're doing your preliminaries. So you can see I got a pencil and a paper, and I'm starting to draw already. Oh my goodness. So what you're doing is planning. You're planning on how to build your house. So you want a sketch drawing of your house first, and as we progress, you're going to want measurements. You're going to want to know how you're going to put it together. You are doing the planning at this point. Okay, you're not writing down the information so much as you're drawing and writing down the information. So I'm drawing a small little cottage here that looks very, very upset. And that's kind of emotion that was working for that. And you can see here, if you can see through my hand, I got the face of the house. I've kind of curved the edges a little bit of the walls to give it some spunk. I have all that other good stuff there, windows, an attic, and getting the shape. And notice I started off light and also went dark with my lines. So I can have the basic shapes put down first, and then I can refine them and get them darker so that I can see them a lot better. So you can see here I'm just sketching everything out, and I get a ruler out thinking, okay, I want this to be about 6 inches, I want this to be about 6 inches. I have a ruler on site so I can have an idea of actually how large it is. So when I do start the cutting, I know exactly how much I should cut and so forth. So I'm adding other notes on how to paint it and everything else. This is what you're going to want to do. You want to do as much planning on how to put the pieces together to the end product. So here I'm drawing how I want the rooftop, and you can see here I'm going to raise and just put some shingles on it. So I'm going to have a flat piece and then I'm going to raise it. I can change my mind and maybe do a recess depending on how thick the clay I have to clay in. All going to be in slabs. I put a little side thing on it just for some character, and I'm a little bit out of frame because I forget where I'm at. But now I'm going to draw at the bottom. I'm going to start drawing the sides, one side at a time. So you can see here I put 6 foot, 6 foot. That's the top of the square. My roof is going to be a lid. So if you kind of look, I'm going to have that wood that's going to be like a lip over top, and then it's just going to sit on there perfectly. So the base of my triangle is going to be 6 inches too, and I'm going to put a piece over top of it so it fits perfectly right on top of the house so it doesn't move anywhere, making it look like a piece of wood. You see I'm starting to label everything. I'm going to have what's going to be out front, what's going to be inside. The little people are going to be inside of the windows, and the framing is all going to be on the outside. Same thing here, doing my measurements, drawing stuff, drawing the texture, what I want. I'm going to carve away at the clay. That's what I'm writing down there. Carve away the clay to get bricks, to kind of remove the stucco. So I'm going to want to wait till that's leather hard to start carving, otherwise it's going to be too soft. I'm going to dig too much at one time and then having to start over. So there's stages of clay that you want to keep in mind For carving, you want it about leather hard or a little bit lighter. You don't want it super soft. Super soft, you're just going to move the clay, and then you're going to take too much, and then you're going to have to start over. You want the clay to have some firmness, some resistance before you start carving. So you can see here, this is the back, doing the same thing with the lip, with that trestle there. I decided to go with like two eyes, make it look like it's smirking a little bit, different attitude on the end, and then that is the prelim. So you want to get as much information down and plan ahead before the final end. This is why we do the prelim process. So good luck. Take a look, watch again if needed.